All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Gina Zhang. I'm the Research and Data Manager from my Future NC. Welcome to my Future NC's Best Sites webinar series. Thank you, IBM, for sponsoring this webinar. Today's session, Do You Know Your County's Opportunity for Growth? Allow us to dig a little deeper into the top 3 opportunity for growth in our county attainment profiles. During this webinar, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop in the chat. We don't have a formal Q&A during this 20-minute webinar, but our team will reach out if there are any outstanding questions in the chat. So one of the data products My Future NC provides is our new 2024 attainment profiles. You can scan the QR code or use the link in the chat to go to our county data and resource page for the latest 2024 profiles. There you will see the county profiles, a 2-pager for each of the 100 counties in North Carolina, with local performance from pre-K to 12 and college access to workforce alignment. In addition, this year, for the first time, we have developed a set of supplemental profile in response to community needs. So today, we are focusing on the top 3 opportunity for growth section on the front page of the profiles. The state's top 3 is shown here, and you can find your county's top 3 on your county's profile. This year, the top 3 opportunity for growth for the states are math performance, NC pre-K enrollment, and FAFSA completion. These are the 3 areas shown on the most of the counties. So now I would like to welcome Nathan Dollar from Carolina Demography to offer more insight into how each and every county's top 3 opportunity for growth are identified. Nathan?
Thank you, Gina. Thank you for having me today. Hi, everybody. As Gina said, my name is Nathan Dollar. I'm a demographer and director of Carolina Demography, and we are the data partner for My Future NC. So I'm going to talk to you briefly today about how we calculate the 3 opportunities for growth. So we have all of the data indicators on the profile, and there's a select few indicators that I'm going to talk about in a minute that we use that were selected by the My Future NC Commission to calculate the top opportunities for growth. And so how do we do that? First, we compare the county's value on that particular indicator relative to its peer counties. And those peer counties is where the county falls along the rural-urban continuum. And I'll talk about how we define that a little more clearly here in a second. So we identify the 3 largest gaps between the county and its peer county average performance. And we use those where there's the biggest distance between the county relative to its peer counties. That's how we identify the top 3 opportunities for growth. If a county is performing better than most of its peer counties on 1 or more indicators, then we compare it to the state. And if it's performing better than the state, then we perform it against the state goal. But mostly, as you will see on most of the profiles, the top 3 opportunities for growth are in comparison to the peer county. So I want to talk a little bit about how we classify peer counties. So this, our peer county designation, we worked together with the Rural Center as we were developing this years ago to consider the best way to classify counties based along the rural-urban continuum. And we base these definitions on population density. And so we consider an urban county, which is that has a population density of 750 per square mile or higher, a suburban county, population density between 250 to 749 people per square mile. Rural is 250 people or less than 250 people per square mile. And then we further disaggregate rural based on metropolitan status. For example, a rural metro county is a rural county that is within the confines of a metropolitan statistical area. And then a rural non-metro, which would be the most rural, is a rural county that's outside of a defined metropolitan statistical area that's defined by the Census Bureau. Next slide, please. So these are the top indicators that we use when we're calculating opportunities for growth. These were set by the My Future NC Commission before when they were deciding what do we want to really focus on in terms of student performance. And so these are the ones that we use when we're doing the calculation. And now I want to walk you through just a brief example to show you what this looks like. So this is an example of Alamance County. This is the 2024 Alamance County attainment profile. Alamance County is defined as a suburban county based on its population density. And you can see here, this is the list of the other counties across the state that are also in that same, that are considered the peer counties. And so what we've done is we compared these indicators of how Alamance County is doing based on that peer county average. And then identify the largest distance between those based on the indicators. And the three indicators with the largest distance compared to peer counties are the top opportunities for growth. So for instance, here you can see chronic absenteeism. 36% of Alamance County students are chronically absent compared to the suburban county average of 25%. Similar to the state, math performance is a top opportunity for growth. 27% of Alamance County 3 through 8th graders earn college and career-ready scores in math compared to 36% in suburban peer counties. And then finally, reading performance. So that's an example of how we calculate the opportunities for growth relative to its peer counties. And I'll turn it back over to Gina.
Thank you so much, Nathan, for all the information. Now I'd like to welcome Pam from STEP, a Twin County collaborative, to show us an example of how local or state leaders can utilize the county's top 3 opportunity for growth to drive actions and improve performance in these areas. Pam.
Thanks, Gina, and thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. I am Pam Gould, Executive Director of Strategic Twin Counties Education Partnership. And so we serve Edgecombe and Nash County, City of Rocky Mount being in the center of it all between the two counties. And we are an educational nonprofit that's been around since 2012. And just a little background, our mission has always focused on, for the most part, career awareness and workforce preparedness and workforce readiness, partnering with our school systems and many of our employers. If you want to go to the next slide. So we've been in the business of collaboration for quite some time. We have a very big table and a lot of partners that come to this table, as well as other community stakeholders and nonprofits. And so we felt like this was a good match, becoming a local education attainment collaborative. It was in our wheelhouse, we felt like, for sure. When we were given our profiles and we were looking at our opportunities for growth, we knew that we had a lot of areas we could work on. I'll say that Edgecombe County is a shrinking county. Many of this, we are on the bottom of many, many lists and the top of many, many lists, none of them being very positive. And when we pulled our partners together, while the focus was the attainment goal, the elephant in the room that no one could ignore was our literacy rates. And workforce readiness kind of got pushed to the side for a moment for us to really talk about the issue at hand, which was literacy, and not just in early childhood, but all the way to adulthood. And so that really kind of changed the directory of where we were going to go. Of course, we were still going to keep working with career readiness and our other attainment goals, but it really did light a fire. I will say it lit a fire under many of our community partners. I remember a town commissioner who saw these statistics and just absolutely said, we must do something as a community. And so from just sheer awareness of the statistics and the opportunities for growth, within literacy. There have been 2 countywide initiatives that have started, and I think just arming people with information is one thing, but then having an absolute call to action. It's not an easy lift. It is a hard lift. And literacy takes years really to see a big change. But I will say that we are working, and there's much awareness to the literacy issues at hand, and it's on everyone's plate now, which is great to know how you can tie literacy into their work that was already occurring.
Thank you, Pam, and thank you for you and your team as staffs are doing. Really just using this data to drive decision and action. So thank you so much. To conclude our webinar, I just encourage you to go to the profile page to check out your county's top 3 opportunity for growth. And please don't hesitate to reach out to our team, especially our regional impact managers, to strategize ways to improve performance in these identified areas. So thank you so much for joining us today, and please stay connected by joining our newsletter and reaching out to us anytime. Thank you.